What is the big news? Well, Mr. Georges Kern, the man who made IWC the strong player it is today, well, Mr. Kern had recently been seriously promoted within the Richemont Group and was basically overseeing all the watch brands of the group and was trying to replicate the strategy behind IWC's commercial success to all these fine watchmaking brands such as Jaeger-LeCoultre or the illustrious Vacheron Constantin. Personally, I can only respect what he did on a business standpoint, but I am a bit more dubious when it came to the actual products developed and put forward. For me, something that exemplifies this very well was with the revamp of the Portuguese, one of the most iconic timepieces in watchmaking. Well, that's my opinion. I personally think that this new version has lost a little something. IWC, and excuse my language, but I think IWC had some pretty ballsy products, not to mention some of their previous communication campaigns. Sometimes a bit sexist, I admit, but now I feel IWC has lost some of its juice. Their watches are fine watches with great technical features. The business has developed exceptionally well thanks to Mr. Kern's vision and management. But on a personal standpoint, most of these watches don't make me dream anymore. And for a product that we don't really need, well, emotions are seriously key in maintaining some kind of power of attraction. Okay, I know that I'm a bit spoiled and I acknowledge that I have a pretty rare opportunity or privilege of being so close to so many exceptional timepieces. So I know, a little bit biased with this, but when the commercial success of a brand relies almost solely on its marketing, well, this kind of saddens me because for me, the product is the absolute star. I'm not totally naive though, and I get that brand needs to come up with efficient marketing strategies to exist, whatever the brand, small or big, independent or part of a big group, but nevertheless, legitimacy and substance should really be at the center when we're talking high-end watchmaking. This is no ordinary product. It's no Nespresso coffee machine, neither a dishwasher or an iPhone. Watches are expensive, and generally when you buy a watch, it represents quite something in your personal budget. Should I buy a new car? Should we take this incredible holiday with the entire family? Those are the kind of things you put in the balance when you buy a watch. And on top of it, for many people, they save money for a very long time before making this purchase, almost like it's an achievement in itself. So when all this is only leveraged by marketing, well then it kind of becomes slightly questionable in today's world and evolving values. I know that an iPhone is expensive for what it is, but what you are sacrificing when you buy the latest iPhone is definitely not at the same level as when you buy a quality watch. The trade-off is not the same. Anyhow, and coming back on the matter of the day, Mr. Georges Kern was let go or officially resigned a few days ago with immediate effect from the Richemont Group. And it is highly rumored that this was triggered by the fact that he will now be heading to Breitling. And not only as its new boss, but also as a direct shareholder in the company. And that's when you start to connect all the dots. So was there some kind of master plan that some people had been working on since already a few months with this move? Well, it is highly likely. Is it a smart move for someone who had one of the most influential and probably highly compensated job position in the watchmaking industry? A job officially handed to him only 4 months ago? Well, yes, it's a pretty damn smart move, and for multiple reasons, even though we still have to talk about this with a little bit of caution. Nothing is fully confirmed or official, but there are quite a few signs regarding the veracity of this information, and I'm pretty sure it provoked a lot of people scratching their heads in the various watchmaking headquarters around Switzerland and even elsewhere.
Listen,